Okay, we're here at Pinelawn. It's a beautiful day. I thought there'd be a little more clouds around, so I'm going to take a little short walk. It's a little warm today, but we're starting off over here in this flower garden where I see a lot of butterflies around here. I see a lot of bees. I don't see a lot of butterflies. Saw a few sulfur ones here. It's actually the chance of a shower or thunderstorm, and I want to show you various things today. The impact of Isaias, the saltwater damage. Yeah, these flowers are really not looking too good here. So they've also impacted the flowers, which is also going to impact the butterflies. So let's look at things that aren't impacted so much. Before we get there, we got to look at things that are, though. And you'll see here that a lot of these trees here have gotten damaged. Even the oaks. They've had some saltwater damage. You can see they've turned kind of brown. This is all salt spray from Isaias. See, it's also affected these trees too. You can see that they're kind of brownish. The only trees that are still green really are, of course, the pitch pines. Plenty of those around here, so we're going to be looking at those today. Could get a little warm today. But look at these shapes here. See, they're completely unaffected. Look how green they are, completely unaffected. Alright, you'll see here once again, there's some white pines and pitch pines right next to each other. And you can see again that the white pines are starting to, they were affected too by the salt spray, but the pitch pines are not, as you can see. So, you can see the pines are not affected, but you can see that some of these other trees, they are. This one here, see the leaves. So a maintenance truck crawls in back of me. There's a beautiful pine right there. See, that affected all the pitch pines. They're nice and green. Well, here's another. This is an oak tree that's been affected. You can see the leaves are turning brown. Yeah, I'm not walking in that spot because it's just too overgrown. Not dealing with that. But you can see here, pines are just fine, but these oaks, you can see what's going on here. You can see this, almost call this like salt burn or whatever. The leaves are just kind of withered away. So this is a good place to come and illustrate how Long Island's environment has been affected by Tropical Storm Isaias. Or should I say Isaias? Like I said, I'm not walking back there because it's too overgrown. Some great shapes there though. So yeah, this is a nice little meadow area here. This plant looks okay. These are some real beauties over here. Bright green needles on this guy. It's a beauty. Let's walk underneath these pines here. Beautiful pitch pines. Yeah, it's getting a little warm out here now. So here you go. This is a really nice spot over here. Nothing but great shapes over here. Again, like I said, the pines remain mostly unaffected from the salt spray. But coming up, we'll show you some more oaks that have been affected. Okay, so you'll see here that we have oaks that have been affected by the salt spray damage. I mean, it looks like we're in October looking at these trees here. It's nuts. quite a bit of damage here. This is going to hurt the foliage on the oaks too, I'm afraid. It sucks. It's getting warm out here now. Of course, the morning was cool, but I had some stuff to do in the morning. Now it's getting too hot. It's in the mid-80s. It's a little humidity around, a little bit. I feel a little bit. So I better start heading out of here before I drop. Yeah, you can see the brown little yolks. Such a shame. Sprinklers. Feels like, oh, if you cool it by the sprinklers, oh, much better. Oh man, it's hot. Oh, yeah. It's actually going onto the pine tree. That's kind of funny. Wet the pine tree down. To go through the sprinkler. Got a little wet. Some maintenance people hanging around there, so I don't want to actually stand in it for too long. Probably yell at me, but it's got a little wet. It's enough to cool me off. Shade over there. There's the train station. I'm gonna head out on east to Deer Park, I think, and I'm gonna go from there to Babylon. Maybe it'll be cooler on the South Shore, guys. I'm sorry. I am so pathetic when it comes to this heat. I cannot take the warmth anymore. Must be a little humid too today. There's not a lot of wind, which is making it worse. See, the trees are pretty still. Look at all the leaves on the ground. You can see again the damage. Over to the train station, but you can see the damage. Everything's all brown. It looks depressing. That's why we'll go somewhere a little pinier. I mean, this place is piney, but you know, not like it's gonna be any cooler there. But I know I just can't take the heat, guys. Sorry, just can't take it. See what's happened to this white pine here. Again, you got the salt burn. These pines get affected by it. Now, the pitch pines not so much, but these definitely get affected. These white pines. Look at this thing. Look at all the reddish needles on it. This is a white pine. So again, it's heavily damaged by salt spray from Isaias. It's a beauty. Alright, let's go. I gotta go to the other side. I gotta go all the way over there and come back. Because again, I forbid they could put a bridge here. It's a beauty. It's not that bad out here. It's just, I know, I'm struggling. So let me get over to the other side. Go to Edgewood Preserve for a little bit. I knew today was going to be a little warm, but I had to come see some pines for a little bit. Alright, so we're going to get Edgewood Preserve for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to last there either. But at least I'll be in the air conditioning train for about 10 minutes, cool down, and it's not like it's that bad out here. The problem is with me, once it's above 80 degrees, the humidity has to be really low. It's low, but it's not that low. Dew points are in the low 60s. So I overheat. That's pretty much the deal. Sorry, it's just the way I am. But I wanted to take this video to show you the impact since it's coming in 11 minutes, but I wanted to show you, see all these trees again that kind of, all the leaves are turning just brown and red, all from salt spray damage. But the pines are not affected by this, so that's the good news. But it does not look like we're going to have much fall foliage this year. Well, according to the weather report from Farmingdale, which is right next to here, the airport is 81 and the dew point is 57, so that's pretty comfortable. So why am I having so many problems?
4:14 p.m. train to.
So it just shows just how. I think it's just because there's not a lot of wind. That's what I think it is. If there was a good amount of wind, I think it'd feel better. But I mean, this is comfortable. This is considered comfortable for August. Where I shouldn't be having these problems. In Deer Park, you can see some of the neglect here. It's like there's a cloud coming in over there. It should be welcomed. Look at all the weeds here. Look at this. Actually, a little cooler over here. It's more of a breeze. The pine lawn was just hot. There was no breeze at all. Welcome to the jungle. Look at this place. I mean, it looks abandoned. It does. It looks. This whole place looks abandoned. Well, like I said, that's the plan for the middle of the island. It's just to abandon the middle of the island. You can see it's already happening. Oh yeah, they got weeds growing everywhere here. But guess what I also see? A sulfur butterfly. It's a sulfur butterfly on that thistle right there. You can see right there, a sulfur butterfly right there on that thistle. Really very good at blending into their surroundings. Of course, the camera's not focusing. Look at this. This is just all abandoned here. But, nature's taking over. That's what's going on. Nature's taking over. Eventually, maybe there'll be some seedlings growing in here, too. It looks like we have some goldenrods trying to bloom. Of course, got this lovely barrier that I gotta duck under. There's a butterfly, a little butterfly over there. See, I don't know what kind it is. Cabbage white butterfly right there. Those are common. I see those all over. Those are grasshoppers. Oh, look at the shade. It's hot in here. This is the desert, of course. It's gonna be hot. Oh man. Whew. Man. Ooh, it's hot in here. Oh, that's what you get for going into the desert. Ooh, it's a butterfly. Common buckeye butterfly right there. Oh, look at these shapes though. Oh, man. Delicious. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. See, the pines are completely unaffected by the salt spray. Completely unaffected. They've evolved to tolerate salt spray. Because again, they've evolved to the climate of Long Island. Beautiful blue sky. Beautiful. There you go. Camera likes to overexpose things too much sometimes. Beautiful. This is the desert over here, though. It's hot. It's like being in New Jersey. Which, of course, is where we're all going to end up if things keep going the way they are. Well, unless you're a white finance professional. We got a cloud over the sun now. Yeah, unless you're a white finance professional. Then you won't have to live in New Jersey. But for the rest of us, the plan is... Well, I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video because I've talked about it ad nauseum already. You know the deal. You dump all the problems in the blue-collar areas, the middle-class areas, the diverse areas. They neglect those areas while only taking care of the areas where the, privileged people live, a.k.a. the white finance professionals, the bankers, the realtors, stockbrokers. They'll be the only ones left to enjoy Long Island. The middle will just be a wasteland, pretty much. The only upside of it is that the pine barrens are going to start reclaiming back parts of Long Island as the more and more things get abandoned. But it won't be safe to come here because there'll be more bumps here. They'll be violent, and you definitely won't want to deal with that. Gorgeous blue sky, though, now, right? Man. You really, really get to notice the blue sky when you're in these desert-like areas. So this area reminds me so much of places in New Jersey that I've been to. So we're just walking around this area, that's it, because I'm going to get overheated again. This is not a place you want to overheat. You're done for if you do. These shapes are incredible. And the smell, too, of it is really nice, too. The pine smell, especially the summer pine smell. You don't get that in the winter. In the summer, you get that nice pine smell. Gorgeous. Like I said, the pines, they're not affected by the salt spray, so you got to go to an area that's pure pitch pine. You won't be reminded of it. You won't be reminded of it at all. These pines are as green as ever. Oh, man, it is hot here, too. This is a really rough environment, you know, for things to survive in. And that's why you got to hand it to the pitch pine, you know. It's one of the strongest trees around, you know. Take a lot of rough climates, storms. They've evolved. They've had so many years to evolve into the trees they are. You know, tolerating the climate here on Long Island. I think they're most adapted to deal with the climate change, to deal with these increased amounts of tropical storms and stuff. And there inevitably will be more fires, which will, of course, help the pines as well, because looks like we got it's tea-berry, no? It's tea-berry, I think, right? Tea-berry or bearberry? I think it's bearberry. Who is it hot here? With these shapes, though, it's worth it. You gotta do a little sweating sometimes to enjoy nature's beauty. Small price to pay. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna start heading out now. That's too hot, you know. I know it's above 80. I don't know, I just cannot deal with it. I don't know what it is with me. I just cannot deal with it. No way. It's not that bad out here. It's not that hot. It's not that humid either. There's a little bit of a breeze, but man, I'm just. As I'm getting, you know, they say as you get older, you feel like you get colder, but I feel like I'm just getting hotter and hotter as time goes on. I'm wearing cotton clothes, doing all the right things, still get hot. Get on this tree, and then we're gonna get out of here. Look at this. See each other. Let's get out of here. Gotta climb up. Gotta duck under that thing again. Other area of woods. It's kind of on the way to the bus stop, so go through here, and I just walked through a web. It's lovely. You can see all the trash here. So this area is just forgotten. You know, all the parks in the South Shore are, you know, manicured. I mean, yes, you know, I mean, it should grow wild, I guess, if it's a preserve, but they don't clean up the trash here. You know, it's all over the place. The good news is the bums aren't here anymore, so we can walk through. Which way do you want to go? We'll go to the next. Look at all these delicious shapes here. At the left, they don't live here anymore. At least they were finally kicked out. I'm glad. But they never got rid of the garbage. It's still all around. what it is here. Look at this. I mean, seriously. No one cleans this up. Look at this. It's disgusting. It's unbelievable. This is the way the middle of the island gets treated. You know, the pine barrens just don't get any respect because they're in the middle of the island. Like everything else in the middle of the island, it doesn't get any respect, and I'm going to keep showing you. Even though there's really not much I can do about it, all I can do is show you what's happening. A little natural shade there from this cloud. Tires, what are these tires for? Come on. The pines are beautiful though. Bus isn't coming yet. We'll hang out here for a little bit. I love the pines so much. I don't want to ever have to live in New Jersey, but you know, if it comes to the point where I have to live there so I don't get shot, you know, or get hurt because it's so unsafe in Long Island, and that's what I have to do. It's going to be very sad if I have to do that. I mean, none of this would be going on if the politicians would just enforce the law. Just the dangerous people need to be behind bars or in institutions. That's it. If you're, you know, I mean, for the longest time, that's the way this country operated until recently. Most areas just see these spots as wastelands. They don't really appreciate the beauty of just the sand and the pines together. And I mean, I know the sun's not out now. You'll see in a minute when it comes out how just amazing these pines are. I don't really mind the cloud is there because it'll cool me, you know. You still have the sun on me because that sun is hot and it's strong. The sun will be coming out in a moment here. See it first over there and then it'll come out over here. Actually, first over there. And the sun's out over there. Comes. And cloudy once again, unfortunately. But let's head on out of here. I'm gonna head out this way. And it's starting to cloud up a little more now. We got a few more large clouds popping up. So gonna head on out of here. Yeah, we got some clouds over the sun, so I guess I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I could show you Babylon, but it's not about Babylon. It's not about the South Shore. It's not about these privileged, stuck-up people that get everything their way and live in their own enclaves and have our government corrupted. It's not about them. It's about these great shapes. So thank you for watching, and take care.